Hi Taurus, it's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your February 2020 spiritual conversation. Yay. Please be sure to check the community tab and and Instagram, the House of Oshun, for updates, because a lot of people were questioning the order of the readings. And I put those on the community tab before the readings even drop, because the house members vote on the monthlies. Thank you. Now, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Oh, I got a lot of energy going through my feet. Now then, let's see what's going on. Any information that you need is in the description box, darling. Yes. Thank you. Today is a very introspective day for me. So let's see what they have for you here. Angels, what information do you have for Taurus? Label. Thank you. All right. So y'all will have to get out of your, the way that you do things may change. There's some things that are going to push you out of your comfort zone this month. I also feel that when it comes to the plans that you've made, there may be a few challenges that will be easily worked through, as long as you pull back and detach from the situation to make sure that you are helping the right people, doing the right thing for the right reason, is what they said. Thank you. Be mindful of your restless energy if you are having that this month, because I do see going into March there may be some stress, anxiety, depression, worry, feelings of wishing that you did this way. Ain't no time for no regret. Ain't no time for regrets, honey. You live, you learn, you get loves. Excuse me. These readings have been 40 minutes plus this month. Whatever. Now, the first card out is about a connection between you and another person, trying to stabilize that connection. Some of you are trying to figure out, what is it to be in a partnership? What is it to connect with others in a more intimate way, and really getting grounding and grounding friendships, relationships, and then gathering, spending more time. Like, you may want to spend more time with people, or spend more time with your significant other. Here may even be a business partnership that is going to bring in a lot of reward, because there is a new beginning here for you, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's do this one card first. Some of you may be wanting to move in with someone, move in with another, or move forward with someone, but you are unsure what that really looks like, right? So there's a need to assess that, really get your expectations between the two of you together. What is it that you want? What is it that you can accomplish? What will be required to get what it is that you want, right? Or make something happen the way that you would need to, you see. Is this worth it? There's going to be finances will be coming in rather rapidly. Like, you will be receiving that check that you may have been waiting for, or that refund. There's something about a deposit. It feels like a deposit, honey. What is that? Moving forward. Yeah. There's something about a deposit. Now, it may be some type of inheritance as well. But what I'm getting here is, you want to be sure not to paint a picture of what you want. Painting a picture of what you want, but not willing to do the work. Trying to hold on to the old way of doing things is not going to work well for you in the month of February. It's time to step out of your comfort zone, because with this Death card, it's time to release something. You may be ready to release it, but unsure overall, because you want to really have a clear vision, a clear view of what is to come. And they said you ain't got time to be worried about all that. You need to start making moves, honey. You, I see here where there may be some information coming in very strongly for you to step out and make something happen that you've been sitting on or sitting back waiting for. here. You were waiting for more information. You've been waiting to hear something, and it's time for you to step out. This is you moving into a space of really being reborn in the sense of how you do things overall. This is work, I feel, or your arts. Where you stand at this time, you are really assessing your investments. What are you investing your time, effort, and energy into moving forward? Someone that you really care about may be reaching out to you from yonder way. Someone you really care about may be reaching out to you to show you some things. So there will be some very telling dreams, some very telling automatic writing, some very telling blogging, I feel, or vlogging for you. I also feel that victory is within reach, but you must release some things from the past. Things are not what they used to be. Whoever you are dealing with, people grow. They grow out. They grow apart. They grow into different. People grow. So someone has graduated in a sense of they're not who they used to be, and you don't know if you want to continue with this person or continue on this path with this person at this time. Move forward. Earth, Scorpio is mostly here. Now, I do feel on the spiritual side that you are receiving some information here where you are finally seeing things. You're finally seeing things with a certain type of clarity when it comes to your manifestations. Yeah. Now, as far as your relationship goes, I feel like there is the bond is growing regardless of someone graduating, and there may be some differences of opinion or differences in direction. You can always find some type of direction, something that you can grow together toward, while the other person is going this way, you're going that way, but something that keeps you together, because you got the Ten of Cups here as well. There may be some dinner, dining, dancing, or what have you. I feel that whoever is going out for karaoke night, or maybe you are just acting like me and singing to your partner. I will sing. Move forward. But there's an epiphany of sorts when you do go through this part of, through this date. I feel like it's a date night. It's different. But a strong communication coming in. Now, there's a bond being strengthened. With this bond, though, it's important to not put your emotions too much into it. This is a lot of emotion, right? It's important to not put all of your eggs in one basket. Not saying be a player, but they're saying that it may be important to pull back no matter how good this feels or what have you. Reciprocation is going to be very important between you and this person as well. So it's about giving enough and receiving that balance, having that balance here. There's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun that will be taking place. Some of you may even find a new job when you are out having fun with your significant other or someone close to you. I'm also seeing here that many of you are in a space of realizing how to have your material wishes fulfilled by doing less work. You may have been overworking in the past, and now you are realizing how to have wish fulfillment, even if it's just the way that you converse with your partner on getting them to do something, cleaning, purchasing things, material, having a home built, content with a partnership that is long lasting. Feels like the financial situation between the two of you is balanced. You know how sometimes you can pick up that one person is more needy than the other when it comes to what they want and what they're willing to do to get what they want. I feel like you are materially, you can work together well with this person. Now, there is a female who will be assisting here with either introducing you to a business partner, introducing you to a partner, feeling like soulmate energy, or someone who is giving you advice, business advice. This may be a financial advisor. Yeah, and maybe someone that you are conversing with, or this could be you, moving forward in you've already accomplished a lot here in the recent past. Your collaborative efforts when it comes to anything that you are working on or working towards, you've reaped the reward of that. Now it's time for you to continue to move forward and be very diligent. This person may be coming in to help you with that. This may be someone who is very financially savvy that helps you here. And at first, if you haven't met this person, they come off as they don't know a lot, but they wait for people to ask them questions because they've given so much information and done so much for others in the past that it made them, pull back. They overgave. Now they are making sure that things are right and move forward. There's some explosive news coming in. I feel as though there's a moment of clarity that is going to be, that's going to have you to restructure and rebuild the way that you do things, or go back to the drawing board on what it is that you do and how you do things, right? There may be some repairs that you finally get, or some repairs are being done on a building. Maybe y'all work on buildings. Taking some time out after this tower moment. So with this tower moment that is coming in, be mindful of the people that you allow in your energy, because what I'm seeing here is that there may be some clouded vision. A number of things in a number of days will not be what they seem to be. It may be there may be a need for you to allow the smoke to clear, and that's when the epiphany comes in, because right when you think that you know why something happened, or it's something, there's this other thing that will be revealed. I feel some of you may have a coworker or someone that you work with that you need to just pull back from. There's a lot of arguing, there's some fighting, there's someone who is not as in tune with their intuition as they should be, because their intuition it's like the voices that they hear drives them to do things that could possibly affect and hurt other people. So you want to pull back from that person, guard yourself, be mindful of the conversations that you keep throughout February, because I just really feel as though tempers will flare a little bit. There's a lot of illusion, I feel, with this coed. Yeah, you're ready to create something new. This may be someone that you've dealt with. This may be a child's mother, your mother. It's a wanting to come from under the guise of the parent as well, trying to change some things with this high energy that comes in and really stirs things up and has you to change course. You will get in tune with your personal vision about things. There's a lot of synchronicities that will begin to take place. Your third eye will really be open if you feel like it's overactive or balanced, because I feel like this other person, they are imbalanced. But when you feel that way, go ahead and line up those chakras and work on that third eye as much as you can, or get some help with a Reiki healer, or listen to some guided meditations. But there's clarity in your journey. There's clarity in the direction in which you need to go. People will be asking you for help out of situations that you may not have dealt with in your life before, but you will innately have the wisdom to know what to do and how to do certain things here. I feel that you will come to a space where you can no longer take certain advice from certain people. You may have outgrown them. You may not be able to share your vision or your way of doing things, or this new you with certain people. You're realizing that, and you're letting bygones be bygones and moving forward. There is an energy of you, or there's an energy of walking away to create something new, not really expressing why you're walking away because you've already expressed it in certain ways and you figure that people will understand and realize as well. Now, there may even be some of you who there's someone being left because they have duties with with co-parenting or being with someone who recently found out they were pregnant. I also feel that, with this lifestyle change that some of you may be, in this lifestyle change journey that you are embarking upon, you may be getting a new mentor or a new coach or a new someone to guide you, you see. With that illusion and that fear-based anger, that fear-based that fear-based arguing and disappointment, being challenged to see things for what they truly are, secrets being revealed to the point where this helps you to balance out your masculine and feminine energy in an effort to allow you to assess situations from a different perspective. This brings in that beautiful sun energy, that beautiful new beginning. After the storm, after the secrets, after the disillusionment, after the fog, the smoke clears, you move into this space where you are seeing very clearly. You are seeing who is for you and who is not. Clarify this moon. Yeah. There may be a lot of, thinking of the past and remembering some beautiful moments, or remembering the, you're remembering the good old days. But here's the thing. The memories that are coming up have a lot to do with your emotional work that will be brought to the surface here. Some things that will need your attention when it comes to your emotions and how your acting on emotion or speaking from emotion may have an effect, because I feel like possibly when you were younger, there may have been some issues with that, right? And you want to change these things. And then the truth is illuminated. Again, what you think that needs to be worked on at the time, something else will be revealed, and it's going to be a huge epiphany. It's going to be this, that's why, right? Because when you think you know, sometimes we don't know. Yeah. One moment. Now then. It's running, okay. Where were we? I don't remember. That's why I don't, a lot, whatever. Now, back to this moon card real quick, because that emotional, there may be some emotional attachment or a clearer view on what love is, how to invite more love, how to be more loving than possibly what your parents were for your children here. I'm sorry if I'm not picking up where I left off. That's why it's good I did one card at a time. Clarify this. But there's a lot of contentment. There's a lot of a feeling that things will be all right, even if you don't see how it's going to work out. You know in your soul that it'll be okay, whatever that is. What is this? Beautiful new beginning coming through. It will be victorious as well. I feel that this is all new to you. Many of you do not want to go back to the way things were. You don't want to be the old way that you were. You don't want to communicate the way that you did. You may even be deciding to take up some type of study, publish your book, or even there's something I get telegraph. Okay. So you may even get, okay, thank you. You may get a lot of numbers and symbols, and but it's in a different language. It'll be clear to you because it has much to do with the birth of a new idea, birth of a new way of living, even the birth of a child. I do feel that for those of you who are having a Leo child, they may be a little more advanced than the other children, or if there aren't any other children, this child is more advanced than, like, maybe a child prodigy or something like that, or could be a prophet, maybe giving birth to a prophet. Now, they're saying here that when you leave something in the past, they want you to not worry about if it's going to rear its ugly head again, because victory is assured. Many of you will be riding the chariot of ascension and getting even closer to your goals by doing so. This may even be a timeline jump for you, even though it's new to you. But for some reason, I feel as though you'll know exactly what to do and how to do. Clarify this Sun card. Things are coming to your attention that may have to do with a female or someone who isn't who you thought they were. The way that they speak, the way that they communicate, the way that they do things. They're going to try to clear things up. This is communication coming in. They're trying to clear things up. They want to have a fresh start. But this could also be that you are starting having this enlightenment that comes into your goals. Something is being illuminated, brought to the forefront to your attention. This is pushing you more into a logical space where you are doing more thinking about the future, pulling back from others, and pulling back from overdoing things. Like, you're taking some time out to reevaluate what needs to be done. How does it need to be done? Not giving any attention, feeling like a bigger person when you don't give certain people your attention. I also feel that there's a need to communicate possibly with an air sign, Sagittarius. On Aries. But there's a need to communicate your plans with someone that you can trust, because they have some beautiful insight for you. They'll help you remain on track. There is a waiting period coming in, so you will be waiting to hear back, waiting for some news, waiting for an offer that may be put in, or waiting for an offer to be received here. Maybe with love or communication, taking a relationship to the next level. Someone is patiently waiting and walking into the door of romance, walking into the romantic sterns of your heart, and seeing that things will be delivered as they should be here. I also feel that there's any pain in the thighs. If you have any type of pain in the thighs, it's associated with some type of memory or some type of work that needs to be done, where you may have been pushed to the extreme and it's now affecting your body. So it's affecting your thighs, your groin. There may be some of you who are having issues with your, this is not your biceps. You may be having issues in your arms here. Swelling, inflammation out of nowhere. Taking time out to see a professional. Seek professional help will be important. Taking time out for that. They want you to work on setting boundaries with who you communicate with and what you communicate about, because you don't want anyone to have you feeling stagnant, feeling complacent. Use your affirmations to transmute that energy, please. Thank you. What is this, thinking woman? Revisiting the structure, revisiting what worked, what won't work. What's the next piece to the puzzle? See, how can I make this better? How can I continue to build? Taking time out for that. Again, going into the attic, doing some work that requires solitude, doing some work that requires isolation, doing some work that requires rebuilding of the insulation, whether it's your home or your body or your energy, whichever way that resonates with you. I'm seeing here where any lightheadedness or the need to, this is a lot of mental work y'all may be going through in February, But there may be a need to sacrifice something of yourself to yourself, if that makes sense. But there is clarity that is coming in when you decide on which direction to go and what you really want. Yep. Excuse me. I'm seeing here where there may be you may be reuniting with a soulmate or reuniting with someone who makes you feel good and someone who has your best interest at heart. You took some time out to really reflect on all the possibilities of whatever can and should transpire in your life, right? But what I'm seeing here is that this is going to take more. You feel that it's going to take more out of you. That's why you took a step back. You feel like it's going to take more out of you to make something happen. It's going to take more. Someone may desire too much time and attention. Like, what the hell, right? So you figure it out. They're saying that it's time for you to dust off the accomplishments that you've had and revisit the accomplishments that you had instead of beating yourself down or allowing others to beat you down. Because there is joy, fulfillment, there is happiness, there is bliss, there is a time of very strong love energy, very strong creative energy, very strong emotional energy, and even heightened emotional intelligence. So this is taking you and whatever it is that you are working on to the next level. I feel that there may be a baby shower or some type of event that you will be attending even further in February that you didn't know if you would be able to muster up the courage to go, and you will. You will be more confident, more assured, self-assured, which is more important than worrying about, others validating or assuring you and where you know what I mean. Now, time heals all wounds. And when it's time for you to make a move, because you may become, there's going to be this space where it feels like time isn't moving. Time isn't moving. You may feel stuck in the mud, but it's only short-lived. It's a time of reflection, a time of introspection, a time of clarity to receive that, right? And I also feel that in this state of realizing what this new beginning, what is it? What is your vision? What your personal vision and this new beginning, that illuminated energy that came in? What does this really say? What does this really mean? How do you really move forward, whether it's with a person or not? You may have to choose between two people or two directions, two creative projects. You got to choose what is for the greatest good of yourself and others as well. Really assessing the action that needs to be taken and then taking it, because you have the key for that. Maybe with a water sign, there may be a divorce or some type of meeting of the minds when it comes to someone that this is a person outside of you, your relationship. I feel like this is someone who you want to do the right thing by, or them to you, but someone wants to do the right thing and move forward once they get the mental clarity that they need. So there may be a making of amends, clearing out clutter from the past, an apology that comes in that gives you the space, put you in a space of moving forward and moving forward and maybe leaving a job or leaving a situation that, was confused and conflicted. There may have even been condescending conversations, and you thought that you would get past this because it seemed so menial, but you didn't. But there's a new beginning, a new approach, a new job, a new project, an offer in a mediation or some type of legality where you feel as though I can now move forward. I can now move on. I can now see things clearly and know exactly what it is that I want. Virgo or any other earth sign. But when it comes down to balancing the practical and spiritual sides of things, I feel as though you are going to be the alchemist of this, even more so by the end of the month, going into March. I also feel that when you go into this space temporarily with this person or whatever this legality is, you go into this space of realizing how far you've come or how far you've elevated spiritually, and now you see things for what they are. But I also see here that if there was something that needed, like the justice needed to be served when it came to some type of manipulation of energy, mind, matter, there was something. Let me clarify it. Putting it behind you, yeah. Making a decision to put it behind you once you see it clearly. But if you do not see it clearly, then you can't put it behind you, yes? So with this Five of Cups in reverse, someone isn't letting up. Someone isn't giving up on a situation, and they need to make a decision and stand by that decision. Even though they could fight further, they don't have to. They want you to not blindly forgive something or someone that has caused some type of issue, someone that you may have moved from. Yeah, they may be a spoiled brat. Because you're in that you may have dealt with this person in the past or worked with this person in the past in some type of way. And you may want different things, family, whoever. You may have wanted different things or wanted to take a different approach. So you are feeling content and you're feeling successful. You're feeling, there's feelings of peace, right? And this person may try to infiltrate your sanctuary with their bullshit because they want their way, and it feels like they may go to any by any means they want their way. Now, yeah, they can't believe that you took a break, or they can't believe that you pulled back. They can't believe they can't get a reaction out of you. They can't believe that the decision that you made to move forward, this new spirit, like they can't touch you on your frequency. They can't touch you physically. They cannot touch you. They will be messaging you and sending you some type of message, clutching, grasping, trying to figure out how to get back in your good graces. And what it comes down to, again, there's Leo, there's Gemini. What it comes down to is that you know that you have what it takes to make a valid decision. You know you have what it takes to move forward. You have the power is in your hands for you to have this success that you want with or without this person. Because I feel that there may be some type of message or communication coming in from different people about some of the same things, and you're unsure of how to take it, how to respond to it, but they want you to really use that magician energy to get what you want and how you want to, not manipulating, but knowing that you have it here, or seeking wise counsel. This could easily be that this new life cycle will be a success for you as long as you stand in your power. Now, for some of you, you may be witnessing or feeling very empowered, very empowered here, wanting a commitment, wanting to commit, and asking yourself again, what is commitment? What does that mean? How does that work? A lot of major moves happening toward the end of the month. So let me get all these up, because I really feel that you're going to decide to make a move, and you get a cornucopia of blessings. Cornucopia. Okay, being rewarded. Just be patient. But at the end of the day, what's happening here is there are major changes that are happening. You're going to really need to reflect and go within. Use a lot of your wisdom here when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your dealings, school, sticking to tradition. Like maybe you are trying to stick to your values here. Morals, values, okay? You already foresee that there is something that may transpire by the end of the month while things are going good, feeling good. That's where a lot of communication comes in. Some of you may come into some money and people hands and are coming from all directions. Folks ain't seen you in forever, okay? Now, I also feel that taking your spiritual bath or your spiritual break in that patient space, that space where you're just being allowing, okay? Because with this ascension that is going on, a lot is happening, and it's happening fast. Okay? So try not to question too much What you want to do is at the end of the road, by the end of this, you will feel relieved. You will be happy that you didn't make any spontaneous decisions or take any spontaneous action, because there is a tower here. And with this tower, some of you may begin to see wildlife. You may not even live in an area where there's a lot of wildlife. There's going to be wildlife coming in, but I feel as though this is a shamanic nature. You may be dealing with a shaman or seeking shaman assistance here with this elevation. High priest, high priestess, whoever. And this is going to be where you will finally realize that you are doing the right thing. You are making the right decision. Yep, rite of passage. Things can no longer go the way that you thought that they would. That change is inevitable. I also feel that with the structure of your home, if you hadn't been paying attention to the foundation of your home, it's going to, like you meant to do it 3-4 months ago. You didn't figure that it would get to this space. Now you can't open no windows in your house. Your doors don't even close all the way. It's a gap at the top, right? So you may be deciding to move, selling the property and leaving, relocating. Okay, going into March, you got your whole bag packed and you're just like, by any means, I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to move forward. I don't know who that's with. Let me see here. What is this? Yeah, this victory that's coming in. The balancing of the masculine and feminine energy is very important for you. Victory with a lover. Choice made, decision made, now things are better. Smooth road ahead, right? This is a resonant soul. Someone that is very intriguing, someone who really lights your fire, but overall, this is someone who is very ferocious with their intent to leave the past in the past. This is either someone that you are having a new beginning with, or this is a revived relationship. Renew your vows. Yeah. Now, this, I do see where some of you will receive some type of information out of the blue that pertains to possibly someone in your family trying to get themselves together, needing some type of emotional support or some assistance with a vehicle. Someone may be rushed to the hospital here, and it's mostly because they witnessed something that they had discussed with anyone, or they witnessed it years ago, but it's for some reason it's coming back and it's haunting them. So they may need some emotional assistance. I also see here where pressure breaks pipes, right? So there's a huge breakthrough coming through for you. If you've been feeling stagnant, complacent, but you just feel like, like a stick in the mud, or feel like you can't move forward, you don't know how to move forward, and boom. Clarity you need comes through. Fortune changes. Things come full circle. Now, there are 3 cards falling. So let's see. What are these 3 cards? What is this fortune? Someone may even get a proposal. What is this fortune? What does this Wheel of Fortune have to do with? And Virgo or an air sign. What does this 3 cards have to do with? All right. So with this emotional offer, there is an emotional offer here, finally getting it together and wanting to take things to the next level, or finally getting it together and wanting to work with someone here. With this Wheel of Fortune, many of you may even go through this huge, these feelings of happiness, these feelings of joy out of nowhere that come through once you really gather yourself and get yourself together. What I mean by that is not allowing your mind to be split. You pull it together. Your light and your shadow side, you pull them together, and then you begin to feel this bliss, euphoric feeling, or what have you. And that's when you begin to feel more fortunate with this Wheel of Fortune. You see how this can really blossom into more, whatever this is. And it has to do with being successfully closing a chapter and moving forward, possibly with this Virgo or this air sign, maybe a mother, and being happy about what you went through and how you went through things, because it built you and made you who you are. Now, I'm also seeing here where having to leave someone behind, even though you love them and you want to let them know that you love them so much here. It's important for you to, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's important for you to be sure that you have your, what is that, like a canteen? I love canteens. I had a Boy Scout canteen one time. Now, when you travel, you want to either take certain herbs or whatever it is, formula, to make sure that the water that you drink when you go there, or the things that you drink, you have the things that you need to make sure that it goes in and does what it needs to and come on out what you don't need. That's what they said. By the end of the month, going into March, I'm seeing here where working on the sacral chakra is going to be important. There will be a lot of flutters in your stomach. There will be a lot of like butterflies in your stomach, but also the connection of a child. So there may be a feeling of pregnancy by the end of the month going into March. They want you to get in tune with your emotional desires even more so by the end of the month. There is some strong soulmate energy with this. Some very good sex as well. Taurus, bull. Some very good sex. Some of you are a goddess, or you are dealing with a goddess. Boom, that popped out to clarify it. But I'm also saying that it's important that whatever it is that you plan for the next 5 years, the plan that you have right now, you don't give people that overview of your 5 years, because you have to allow the gestation. It's time to just hold on to it, especially with those blessings that came in. A lot of ascended masters come through. You want to be mindful of the gestation period before you release information, because there may be people around you who are they're not in tune with their creative side, or their living in their highest energy, or working toward their goals. So you don't want to be undermined. But with this Empress energy, you'll take a break and really, this may be time for you to really get grounded, get back to earth, get back to nature, or your natural habitat is what I feel after that trip. I also feel that a lot of you have integrated some new energy from your past life, or some past life energy, and allow it to grow more before you try and utilize it, because you're not fully stable energetically or mentally. It all has to line up and add up together. Now, again, someone may be in a third party situation. Oh, there it is. There may be some I feel like someone's child's mother is lying and saying that they're pregnant again, or they're saying they're trying to start things because they're the mother of the child. And whoever the male is in this situation is not having it. They are being very stern, and it's like they co-parent in this business. They're very stern about that, because there may be Taurus, Libra, Virgo, a Scorpio, any water sign. Okay. I feel like this person does have two people, and they put the other person above the other, right? So even if it's just the co-parenting, they still only see that co-parent. I mean, they respect them and they do what they can, and this and the other. But when the other person tries to manipulate the situation, they really already see it coming. So there's an Empress and a Queen of Coins. So what I'm seeing here is that they, look at this. Whoever this Queen of Coins is the person that gives the most attention, receives the most attention, is the person that the other wants to build and be with. When it comes to this over here, they try to make sure that they keep things clean. Because another is held at a higher regard. Yep. And it may cause some confusion, some conflict here that is avoidable. I feel as though this person is very straight up and down, straight to the point. They don't allow people to really just do things, because they're coming in with the truth. They're going to go ahead and reveal the truth on a certain situation to keep the conflict down, because they really don't want to deal with this other person. whether it's a mother-in-law or not. They're coming clean. They're showing who they are. You may see this person in a different light because of the way that they communicate or do things moving forward. So you may see them in a different light because now they are like, no, let's go ahead and get to the meat of this, because I don't never want to lose you. I don't want nobody but you. This person is this, that, and the other. And a lot of what they're saying will be followed by facts. They can prove what they are saying. They can prove this. Here. All right, that's it. If you made it this far. Bye. I'm hungry.